wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Tennessee's offense will go to work first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Owls offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a crease, it's McGee. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a three-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll run it on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home in the
that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Quick release on the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it on the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback. And the extra point makes it 7-3. An 84-yard drive there. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback may change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
From the gun, the ground game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Handoff to the single running back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. The 40. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the ground, it's McGee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Vols want to move quickly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. On On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Right on the money. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Gives it on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, create some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Using the quick game. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Smashes through the tackle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against. Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, it didn't end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee. So quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expect to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball. And you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot. There are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a 1st down.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking the shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much, too.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He makes the catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the run, it's McGee. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. They take the lead with the 6.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads quickly. And he'll be brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the returner goes down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. On the option. Now the toss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Messer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Perkins. Jumped on top of the pile. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here is the Tennessee offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And the balls are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Staley. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires toward the end zone. He caught it. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yards.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On third down, he drops the throw. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gonna look downfield again. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Delivers the stiff arm. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls are threatening on first and goal. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Aguilar. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Hard running there. Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The toss to the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's racked up 92 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
Now, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got their lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Owls are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the lone running back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss, then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
To the ground, he's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's McGee. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.